Fun fact on this Thursday, I actually used to dance in high school and obviously dance for the University of Memphis Tigers, and that was one of the songs we did a routine to. So don't remember any of the choreography, but thank you for bringing that moment back to me, Leslie and Kirsten. Y'all, good morning. It's Thankful Thursday, i.e., let's make sure we take a moment to give gratitude and share thanks to somebody in our life. This is also a friendly reminder that we are at the 15th of the month. A lot of us set New Year's resolutions. Some of us set New Year's resolutions to hit the gym and get our health in line and in a priority. And what I find is after 2 weeks, a lot of us start hiding from that place called the gym. Please, for everybody, please make sure that you're keeping your health as a priority. Mental health, physical health, spiritual health, all of those things, those need to come before work. So make sure that y'all are taking the time to do that. I got my tail kicked this morning bright and early. So just a friendly reminder to that. A few other things. We do have Audit Your Listing. We do, Becky, I'm kind of chuckling. We have audit by listing today. It is on Zoom. If you have a listing, if it's a new listing, if it's a stale listing, if it is a coming soon, we'd love to see you on that. Linda can put that information in the chat, or somebody on our team can put that information in the chat so that we can see you on that. And I want to touch on some things I've just recently learned from RPR. So let me pull this up real quick to show y'all this. I need to touch on this too. I'm going to come back to commercial in just a minute because I do want to get this information disseminated to y'all. All right, some cool things that I have just recently learned how easy this is. Scott Layson, my husband's on the call. Scott, I think this is going to make our life so much easier when pulling reports for our market stats. But I wanted to go through some of these applets here and see what this bad boy could do. So hopefully everybody can see my screen. This does tie into your MLS. So you have, your different markets over here that you can click on. So say if I want to look at, what's going on in Bartlett, Tennessee, it's going to give me a 15, I think this is current listings. This gives me a lot of different information on new listings that have just hit the market, right? But I think this is also interesting to see if it'll let me do it. It was also showing me, there we go. It gives me a breakdown of how many homes are for sale in Bartlett, how many are for lease, how many price changes, and how many pending. So Bartlett seems to be moving pretty rapidly here. And then this is interesting as well. So it shows me that there are 2 distressed properties currently. This one right here is an off-market foreclosure, right? And this right here is a off-market foreclosure as well. So it may be a good opportunity to see what we can do to help those individuals either get back on track or see if they're interested in an off-market cash option to help them regroup and obviously not go into full-blown foreclosure. So this pulls distressed properties as well, which I think is interesting. So I wanted to show y'all that. Obviously, you could do a property search here. That's your standard search that most people are used to. I'm going to come back to prospecting in just a minute. I want to show y'all market trends. This is going to show me all the different things I can do for market trends. So I'm going to go up here to research. It's telling me exactly what to do, residential market trends. And it's going to give me an area. I'm going to go back to Bartlett just because that's my area today. Bartlett, Tennessee. And this gives me the market stats specifically for certain areas and different municipalities in town. So we're looking at Bartlett. Bartlett is still a seller's market, right? When I looked at Memphis earlier, Memphis was getting closer to a balanced market. It's telling me on average in Bartlett, we've got 2.38 months of inventory. And then we have a sold to list price of almost 98% list price to sales price, which is important. Median days on market, it's showing me 30 days on market and median sold price. So if I'm in front of a buyer, and they want Bartlett and their budget is XYZ, I can pull this up and show them that this is the median home price, right? So that they can see what the average days on market is, what the median sales price is. And this gives me so much information. Same thing on the listing side, right? So this is telling me median price per square foot. This is telling me how many properties or new listings in the market. And we can see that is down month over month in terms of new listings. So that may mean we have higher demand for some inventory there. But all that to say is, y'all, this is a ton of information that is incredibly easy to click on and create. You are able to see in real time. Is it a buyer's market, seller's market, list price to sales price, as well as months of inventory. So this is awesome. You can also toggle over here, and I can just do single family, however I want to do that. But I'm going to get back over here to home. And this is also going to provide a map search, create a CMA, and create reports. I did not get to this one. This is what I want to talk about really quickly. So if I want to prospect, because we all should be prospecting, I'm going to prospect for a seller. I'm going to start clicking here, and it's going to tell me exactly what to do. It's going to tell me to go to a map search. Make sure you have residential toggled, which I already do. So it's giving me that information, and I'm going to enter. Let me just going to go back to this. It's going to give me all this information. It's going to tell me when it closed, what it closed for. It's going to give me what their estimated range is for sales price, what it's saying, what they think the value is. So they're thinking the value of this one is $343, right? It's telling you what it's up from the month change. So it's giving me all of this information, and then I can go access. I think it's Go Home Hub now, and get information and see, hey, can I access this potential client's information, send them a CMA report, send them a home equity report, and then actually talk to them about what are we going to do with this additional equity, right? So I know this person's going to have equity in their home based off their original sales price as well. So all of that to say, y'all, this is awesome. There are so many different things you can do. I can also create a report with this, which I did that easy peasy. I'm going to show y'all real quick. Let me see if I've got it in here. Hold on one second. I don't think I did. Hold on. Let me just create a report here just so y'all can see me do it. So I'm going to create a report here. I'm going to do a seller template. Continue with this template. Just going to put it there. I can customize it if I want to. And now I've got a full-blown report that it's generating right now. With all of my information in, and I could send this directly to a seller. Same thing on the marketing side for the research. I did that residential market trends. I thought this was really cool. If I wanted to put this on social media, I did Bartlett. I'm going to go back to Bartlett. I know I see questions in the chat. I'll get to them in 2 seconds. I want to create a report for Bartlett. Market trends template. Bartlett, Tennessee. I now have a report that I could either mail out, send out, or put in an email for Bartlett, Tennessee residents. I could also put this on social media, or I could do a video and put this in the background and then explain in a video what's happening currently in hyperlocal markets. So those are just a couple of things I found in here. One other thing I wanted to share, if it'll show me the school search, also quite cool. I'm just going to do, let me do Bartlett there. Bartlett is just my place today. I'm going to search that, and it's going to give me ratings, probably pulling through greatschools.org. So just so you know, it's got all of this, and I can create a report for this. So there is a lot of functionality in here that's super easy with a click of a button, and I don't think a lot of us are using it to our advantage. Where are you finding all this? So this is called RPR, and it is attached to your MLS. I want to make sure that y'all are using these features. I know Oxford, we've got a call out today. Linda's going to call today to make sure to see if this is even an option for our Oxford folks for that MLS. So we are working on that. What other questions or thoughts do y'all have on this? Is anybody using this currently at a high level?
I started watching the webinars
Cheers.
yesterday, and it's really good. They've got a lot of good stuff in RPR, and the app has got a lot of the same functionality. So I think everybody for sure try the app if you even can't get on your desktop right now.
Hey, Sam, I'm glad you brought that up. Just so everybody knows, there's on-demand training right here. And then if you want to join their Facebook group so that you can get some more tips and tricks, which I encourage you to do, you could do that right here. So, and then apparently what Sam's saying is there's an app too. So, like, if you were really going to take the emotion out of selling real estate and you can pull some of these reports and educate people and masses at scale on the buy side or the seller side or investor side, this is the way to do it with like one click of a button.
Can I plug something really fast, Sarah?
Yeah.
So this coming Tuesday, James is teaching a class. But then the next Tuesday, we have the MLS, like Mar is gonna actually join us to teach us some stuff about the MLS so that we get some training straight from them. So everybody who wants to be able to navigate it better, show up that day. The the
Um,
two Tuesdays from now,
yep.
27th.
The more that we could get the MLSs in our offices, the better. So, Mississippi, if y'all have gotten a contact, please let us know so we can get them in as well. I want y'all to understand how to navigate these tools. So, you're going to hear me talk a lot about adoption. So, the whole point of adopting tools and tech tools is leverage for you to click one button to get the information that you need. So you need to understand the all-encompassing technology that we have access to through our office, through our MLSs, through our associations, so that y'all can find out what tool can get you the information the quickest so that you can get the information out to the consumer the fastest. Hopefully that makes sense. But you have to log in first. So you're going to hear me say like the rate of login matters because that will assist you with leverage in your business and in your life, right? So you can get your time back so that you can do more deals. So that is the goal. So adoption is key, but you got to log in first, right? All right. I'm going to sign off here now. I just want to make sure everybody has access to this. So we are going to ask about this in Oxford to see if that's an option or on the radar. If you want additional training on this, I showed y'all where to access that. I know I've got a couple of different markets on here. I believe everybody through all the other MLSs has access to RPR. Oxford's the only one I need to find out about. So we'll get with that after Linda
Becky,
makes that call.
sorry,
We have
Becky
it.
just said they have that. Yeah, I'm
Oh,
calling
they
about
do.
Cloud CMA.
Got it. Cloud CMA. Got it. Oxford does have it. So it sounds like RPR is available and accessible to everyone. What I did look up, just because I'm a technology geek and I want to know who owns what software, does seem based off of what I pulled that the National Association of Realtors does own that software. So that is good for us because if it's a third party company, then our data is going somewhere else. So anyway, just a nerdy data moment for me. That's all. I just wanted y'all to know that. All right, everybody. I'll see you on Audit Your Listing. Holler at me if you need anything. Make it a good one. Make it count. Go tell somebody you're grateful for them. Bye.